Forgiving sets you free. Hey guys, I hope you all are doing great. I am doing good too. Welcome back to everyone. Today we're just gonna talk about how to forgive and move on, okay? Or how to let go, or how to actually really, for real, forgive and stop going back to the same things after you're saying you're forgiving the person. Those situations where like you look at someone's picture and you're like, oh my god, what that person did to me, or like you think about them like 5 years later, you're like, oh my god, I could never go back with this person. I don't know why I'm doing that voice, but you guys understand, right? You tell yourself, I could never go back to that person. I could never go back to this. I could never be friends with this person anymore. You tell yourself, I forgive them, but I could never be friends with them. Or I forgive them, but I could never talk to them or look at them like, ugh. That is not forgiving. I feel like forgiving is you forgive and then you let go, okay? You move on. If this person comes back in your life 5 years later, you need to be able to just be nice, show some love, be respectful, do not like talk bad about them. Just, I feel like it's a way of growing up, Yeah, so I'm just gonna give you guys some tips that helped me, that still help me, and maybe they're gonna help you, because it's hard. It's really hard to just say you're gonna forgive and move on. It's really hard to just forgive someone, depending on how close you guys were, depending on how much you value this person. It's hard. I understand. I've been there, and oh my god, it's it just takes the Holy Spirit to help you like just move on. Anyways, the first thing that really helped me to start like to easily forgive and to move on, to love the person back again, and also to like easily like being comfortable with speaking with this person or these people or anything. I'm not trying to make a video pointing fingers and everything. I'm just saying some tips that helped me, that are still helping me. Is you need to sit down, okay? Sit down and ask yourself, what happened in the situation? Was I mad? Was the other person pissed about me, about something that I did? So just ask yourself, what happened? What made you guys go to that level? Or what made this person behave like this? Or what made me behave like this? Because there's some stuff that we do not acknowledge, but we just always blame the other person. I feel like maturity is when you actually start accepting that you did something wrong too. You start accepting that maybe if I spoke this way, maybe if I acted this way, this could never have happened. Like, you're not only thinking about this to go back to being with this person, or to go back to being friends with the person. So I'm talking like in a relationship context, and also like friendship. Like, he's your boyfriend, he was your ex, like he's your ex and this is your friend, okay? So in both ways, you need to accept, to say that you did this wrong, you could have done this better. And I feel like it's really hard. It's really hard because some people, it's they're not easy to express what they feel, or it's not easy for them to say how they think. But I feel like when you start doing that, it's gonna help you just grow more and forgive and heal. The other tip that I would say is, think about the times where people forgive you, okay? Like, there's some things that I do, and if I go back to talk, like if I go back and ask the person why they forgive me, they just say, oh, I forgive you because I have respect for you, or I have love for you, I have this for you. And you're like, oh my god, I've been worse to this other person, but the other person forgave me. Like, what am I doing? Why am I not forgiving this person? Why am I not becoming better? Because I feel like it's part of becoming a better person. You cannot say you're a good person, or you're becoming better, or you're growing, or you're maturing, and you're not able to actually accept and forgive the other person. So look at what you did wrong, look at what the other people forgive that you did, and you can do that. If the person can do that for you, so you can forgive the other person. Something else that really helps me, oh my god, I don't know why I started doing this later. Like, if I started doing this when I was 18, 17, I feel like my life would be straight. But yeah, so the thing that I still do is, okay, buy a book, buy a pen or a pencil, and start writing down your thoughts, start writing down your feelings, like get everything out. Just trust this book, okay? This book is your best friend. This book is you're literally showing a mirror of you. Yeah. So what I do is, every time I feel like someone hurt me, or I feel like I have this big burden that I do not want to remove in me, because sometimes we have this small ego that's still there. We always say we don't have it, but it's still there. But we're able to write it down. You don't want anybody else to know about it. You don't want to, or you're not ready to ask for forgiveness. You're not ready to talk about it. Just write it down, okay? This really helps me. Write down, like, it's literally, I don't know if I show you guys. No, I can't show you guys because it's personal. But my book, I always write as if it's a kid writing it. It's like, oh, I feel like I did this wrong, or I don't know why I feel like this about this person, or I don't know, every time I look at this person's picture I feel bad. Like, why? You know, I feel like the more you read, the more you remove it and write it down. I feel like the more you write it down, it's actually acknowledging that you did something wrong, or it's gonna help you to go back to reading what your thoughts were saying. Like, it could be the next day, or sometime after, like sometime later, you go back to reading that and you see that, okay, this is what I thought during this time, and this is what I have to do. Okay, so for example, if I wrote I said this and this to this person, but I don't know why I feel bad, I don't know why I feel like I did something wrong, I'm gonna go back to reading my book like 2 days later, and I'm gonna be like, okay, you know what, I know Miriam, I know myself. If this happened to me, like from the other person, I would like this person to ask for forgiveness and move on, you know. So what I would do is, I go talk to the person, I tell them, hey, 2 days ago I said this and that, I just wanted to ask for forgiveness, I hope you could forgive me, blah blah blah, and move on. I feel like this really helps. I know it's small, but it really helps. Other thing that I would say is, you have to be aware that forgiveness or forgiving someone is a process, okay? It's not just, okay, I'm gonna forgive you and that's it. Like, no, it's a process, okay? Mostly for overthinkers. I feel like I'm an overthinker, okay? And the more you overthink, the more you're like, oh my god, I had to do this, I had to forgive this person at this time, I had to talk like this, and then you start regretting, and then you start like feeling bad, and it's just not good for you. So what you do is just accept that, okay, I want to forgive this person. Like, you need to actually want it for yourself. I want to forgive this person, I want to become better, I want to become a better friend, I want to become a better sister, mother, or your identity, okay? Once you accept that you need to forgive, you're gonna now you're gonna start asking yourself, what can I do to forgive this person? What are the steps, the actions, the ways, like, and sometimes you just have to go talk to the person. You're like, yo, what would you do if this person, or if someone did this to you? What would you do? Blah blah blah. I'm asking for a friend. You know, we always ask for friends, but it really helps if you don't know how to do or where to start. And also Google, like, what can I do to start forgiving? I don't know. I feel like we have a lot of opportunities on how to grow, on how to become better people, but we just need to read about it and put it in practice, you know. Yeah, so for today, that's a small video that I did, and I hope these tips are helping or helped you. And if you have any other suggestions or any other tips that you think could help someone, please comment that. And guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos. And thank you, and have yourself a great week. You need to sit down, okay? Sit down and ask yourself, what happened in the situation? Think about the times where people forgive you. Start writing down your feelings. You have to be aware that forgiveness or forgiving someone is a process, okay? Don't forget to forgive, okay? Forgiving sets you free.